Chewbacca, what do you think? I think so too, little girl. You'll start kindergarten on Monday. Just because you're a cat doesn't mean you can't learn human skills. She'll learn. She'll learn it all. This... Damn it. It goes with that. Now I gotta open them both up. But those was something else. Kick all this shit. Okay, so this is standard photopolymer resin. And it's in a box. It was in a padded envelope in a box in a inflatable envelope in a bottle. Hello, mister. I'm going to eat you. That looks like a creature from an anime. So let me explain. This is a UV wavelength of 405 nanometers, or the recommended setting for 3D printer of a bottom exposure of 60 seconds, normal exposure of 8 seconds, with a shelf life of 365 days. From the production of the bottle. So we'll have to check that out. So, translucent. That's going to be interesting, actually. Alright, let's get the actual thing. Keep going, Cheese. We all want to hear it.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
So, I got that FlashForge printer. And I actually got it to print something. But it came out a little weird. Like, there's a lot of, you have to practice, you have to get to know your printer. So this company, ELEGOO LCD 3D printer, was like, hey, you want to review our printer? It's cheaper than that by a lot. It's smaller, but it's a completely different process. I didn't want to do two of the exact same 3D printer. I want to compare that model versus nothing, and then this model versus nothing, but then I'll compare them as far as like completely different systems. So whereas a normal 3D printer that you probably are aware of will literally heat up filament in a little tube and then poop it out and slowly let it cool off, and you'll eventually have a thing, which actually my knife holder here is an example of that. So this just literally, it just kind of, actually it lowers the table, the thing stays there, but it pooped out this, and this is, look how nice this is. This is all the way, it feels like it's solid, but it's hollow, and it could do all these things. So what this printer does, as you can slightly guess from the bottle of goo, is it literally pulls it out of the primordial ooze. It will, that liquid gets hit with a laser, and then the laser hardens it, and it will lift the thing out of goo, I think. No, maybe it does. It's down? I don't know. I've never used this style. In fact, I've never even seen anyone use this style. But I was super interested in it. Look, it comes with this. Do you know how hard it was for me to find the right type of scraper? Like, I think I bought literally this one for the other printer. Like, it should have come with it. For like $900. It should come with, this is a much better kit already. Not comparing the two yet, but I'm just saying that's a nice gesture. Give me a nice sharp edge. Wow. You know what? They might get this bulk and then sharpen it, because that's a sharp edge. I'll put you back down. We have got a power brick for it, which I'm probably going to have to label if it doesn't say ELEGOO, and it does not. We have got, wow, we got some stuff. Power cord for the power brick. I always read the voltage. What's the voltage? 12 volts, 5 amp. That means you can run this in your car. We have what looks to be a USB key, rubber gloves, and a measuring cup. Oh God, am I building a meth lab? This feels like I'm building a meth lab. Even more so where it comes with paper filters, like paper coffee filters, like a bunch of those. I might be slowly understanding why this is not, why am I taking it out of the box? I'm just gonna put it all back in this box anyway. Let's move it there for now. We got a secondary little scraper, which they probably found to be inadequate, which is why they include the metal one. We have whatever the hell this thing is. I don't know. It says ELEGOO, and it's got a square hole and a peg. Very specific. Wow, this is really nicely. I hope this is what it comes out like. That'd be amazing. We've got a Zoron Corp. That's Cheese, if you ever heard of it. Hey, Cheese, you ever heard of the Zoron Corp Quality Precision Tools? Manufacturer of the Micro Shear. Other fine hand tools. What is in this? Is this more sharp things? Oh my god.
Got a link?
Look at that. It's a super nice little wire cutters, Cheese. That is real. Like, this is a tool fest here.
But can it help me build my AR?
Micro Shear. Made in, and then it literally is blank. They didn't bother because it's covered by the handle. I'm going to assume China, but it's still nice rubberized handle. So we got really nice scraper, really nice little nippy pliers. We got a plastic scraper, but I kind of want to keep this just because. Like, what do I get? Just a package of these to give away to children. We have got tools to put things together. It looks like we got two Allen keys, big Allen bolts, and some little Allen screws. We've got look at this screwdriver. It's a ELEGOO. I'm throwing that away. That's useless. It's a that actually feels nice. Like, that's a good. In prison, this would be the perfect neck shanker. That's great. Got that, and then of course to complete the look of your. Wow, these are way nicer than the ones I get for free. I got a bunch of these free ones. Yeah, these free ones are crap. This is where it's at. So if you're running a mask, just buy one of these 3D printers. So now, let's put everything back in this box because I'm going to lose it all. We got tools, and we got filters, and we got scrapers, and we got parts, and we got electronics. Just take a good look at this so I can throw it the hell away. This thing is tall too. I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to have to buy another apartment with another kitchen in it, so that I can keep all my 3D printers completely separated. I get a strange feeling, however, that this one is going to be more hazardous to my health than the other one. Since the other one, while the ABS, if you use ABS and not PLA, it can produce fumes, did not come with a mask. And this one totes did. So I'm gonna see if I can lift this up against my body. Nicely packed, at least. Down. Putting it on its top, which I'm not sure if it's advisable, but if you wire tie the bottom of something, you could expect me to put it down on a table on its top. Quality wire tie. I approve of this. It's not the greatest I've ever seen, but it's at least a 6 or 7 out of 10. We've got a cooling fan. Cool Cox. I'm not joking. Coolcox. On a heatsink of some sort. Adjustable height leg so it sits level, which I'm imagining is going to be very important. On a 3D printer, you can put it on its side and it'll still work. This is counting on a pool of liquid to do its bidding, so it's going to need to be level as hell. In fact, it probably should have a level built in. Okay. The back side has a USB port, power port, on-off switch, some vent holes. Says it's 5 kilograms. I don't know why I need to say that, but it is definitely 5 kilograms. And let's see anything else. Looks like a popcorn machine. And it's got a front screen and only a front touch screen. So let's take this out. We have some sort of book. Corners cut, like they cut the corners on Battlestar Galactica. Thank you all for telling me how that works. Here's a list of things that it comes with. There's the pool, printing procedures, unbox and test. Take the printer carefully out of the plastic film. Connect the power cable. Well, it just says connect the power cable after you do that, so that makes me feel better. The other one needed to have the entire thing assembled. Now we're into saran wrap mode, which everyone who knows how fucking hates saran wrap. Where's the start? Is it... Ice cream! More plastic bag in that. And then this is the plastic that protects the actual... Is there a seam that I'm just missing? Something here is an easy to remove seam. Here we go. I found it. No, wait, I didn't find it. There it is. This is just saran wrap. You could reuse this on food. I mean, I wouldn't. Oh man, all my future Halloween costumes are gonna be baller because I'm just gonna wear this on my head. It doesn't fit. Also smells like plastic. Just, I don't know why. Great, just drop that down, that's fine. I'm putting you over there, putting you here. Taking you off the floor. Let's remove, I guess, I could do one layer at a time, or... It's very well packed. This is the actual print surface. This is the thing that's the actual, it's gonna lift up, I believe. Oh, that's what that's that hole. I know that hole. That hole's in that plastic box. This just comes off. So now, in here, this is our vat, I guess, is be our vat. I'm gonna screw this. Because then this should slide out. And there is protective covering on this. I'm just going off of like whatever I feel like I should be doing right now. Because you know that's half of Z reviews. There's our, and the way this works is I think it's an LCD screen. This is just a metal, like a metal square that's reinforced. It's like the side of a tank. You would go down. Okay, so we put this in here again. It has little stops where it wants you to do it. It's kind of hard to see them though. Like I guess if you wiggled it around while you were tightening it, yeah, you would feel it and it would be like boom. You'd feel it and it'd be like boom. So now the goal is to fill it with this liquid and then take this plasticky thing, plasticky. Well, this would just slide onto here. This is so if you could, I guess you could just hold it. Some sort of wrench. Like that. I'll have to read instructions. I hate reading. Reading's the worst, isn't it? That is not slidey. I had to do that on the other one, and it was like, that's grippy. But then this would just go, I can't mount it. This has to get mounted in there, and then this gets tightened down. And this is where our 3D print's going to end up. Is that? Oh, that's just a level adjustment. I thought this might have been a ball joint. Now that goes on there, and this just gets slowly lifted out of the vat. So it pretty much holds it against the bottom of the thing. The laser cooks the shit, and it slowly lifts it up and 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 lifts it up, and then you're done. So if I print out that naked lady like I did in the other one, she'll be upside down. Oh, I almost forgot to put this. So I got to see what the USB key has on it as well. So okay. I like the way this one's built. This one looks. It's much smaller than a standard 3D printer because there's no moving parts other than the lifting. I'm gonna put this back on top. And that's this is to protect you from the UV light as well. So I mean that's just gonna be cool. Just straight up gonna be cool. Will it smell? Will it be more noisy? It shouldn't be noisier. It's only got one motor to do, and it's only gonna be going very slow. And the rest is just gonna be. But this is as big as we can print. That's the only limitation is that this is as big as it can go. It could be bigger, but they're obviously using like a phone screen. It's basically going to be an LCD with just instead of a backlight that's just regular light, it's a backlight that's fuck you ultraviolet murder. Yeah, cool. Anyway, the ELEGOO Mars pasta. I know she's been watching the whole time. I'm gonna make her so many cute little earrings and stuff. It's gonna be great. All right, back to learning how to make the go.